Okay, I think we are in the right stream. Yeah, for some reason, that's crazy. For some reason, that was an old stream that I been did. I have no idea how that stream. I will delete that once. Yeah, I will go through and delete that once it's formatted. I can do it later. That shit's crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. There we go. How? All right. Let me see something. That shit's crazy. Yeah, that was a stream, Scholar. That like I had that stream set up for last year. That's when Dragon Ball Superhero first coming out, right? And we had been did that live stream, but apparently it was one still queued because I'm doing the share stream feature. So apparently, when I went to start this stream, I clicked the wrong one, and I thought I had erased that stream, but apparently it's still floating around. So once it formats, I'm gonna go back and fucking do away with it. But today, man, I got about 2 hours. I got a lot to do. I wanted to do this stream later in the day, but it's Sunday. It's WrestleMania weekend, and so it slipped my mind that WrestleMania comes on. What's up, Reborn? Came on last night and tonight. So I'm gonna tell you right now, we're not going to too much. Is my camera crooked? Do my head look crooked? I guess it's the view of the camera. I'm not going to hold you guys long. Let me adjust this here. It's like my head sitting a little crooked. I hate that shit. But anyway, I'm not gonna hold you guys long. I'm gonna go over some stuff. Um, the Tony Hughes interview is out. I told you guys I was going to look at that and give you guys my honest opinion. I'm gonna go over WrestleMania weekend, night one. And I also got to talk about some Greg Dusek, Nick Trigili bullshit, and what's going on in the anime community and stuff like that. So wait a minute. Yeah, I've been watching your content, Reborn. You upload some Tekken stuff the last few days. I've been keeping tabs on. Like I said, I keep tabs on all y'all channels because I don't say nothing. Don't think I ain't watching it. I just don't say too much. I normally peek in. But random black guy, I think you at work. I apologize. I know you want this stream to happen after 4 o'clock. It rained. I got high ass grass. And the last thing I need is to get fined by the HOA. Matter of fact, we had a tornado that almost hit my house yesterday morning. We left here yesterday about 9 o'clock. Clayton County run the warning. A tornado came through Fayetteville. And I had to skedaddle from the house. You know, that's it. My little wooden half brick, half wooden home ain't gonna withstand no tornado. So we got the fuck out of here. Some of you guys know I storm chase on the side, so yeah, I had to get out the house. But my heart goes out to everybody affected by the storms this past week. Arkansas took it hard. Tennessee took it hard. A lot of states took a lot of damage this past week. So my heart goes out. Prayers to you guys. So anyway, I don't want to hold you guys up. Let me get started with the big elephant in the room. Now, I'm not going to watch all of Guru Armani, Tony Hughes shit. I watched the interview that he did with Guru. They're best friends. Most of you guys know that. A lot of you guys seen that I left a comment on Guru's video. And, of course, I had a troll. Now, I guess Guru figured out who the fuck I was because he hearted the comment. Now, I'm going to move myself out the way real quick. Because I know some of you guys might not believe. So, let me pause this first too. I know some of you guys might not believe. So, I'm going to slide myself out the way over here. Bring myself down a little bit. I'm going to keep myself up here in this corner for the majority of the stream. Now, evidence number one. I think it was this one here. Boom. No, that's Nick Trigili. I'm going to give him a second. Let me see. I think it's number 4 right here, right? So, I left a comment right here at the top. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. Thought somebody would call him a name. But anyway. So, right here, I left a comment on the video. At the top, you see the little investigation face. I don't know if you guys see that pretty good. If not, I can make it bigger for you guys. Right up here at the top. Left a little smiley face up there, right? Now, William Wood, a.k.a. Dollar Bill Wood, he doesn't like me. He doesn't like me at all. Okay, he always come on some of my Leo videos and leave a comment. And anytime you talk about Tony Hughes, you get pissed off. I guess him and Tony are fucking each other, you know, since Tony do like that ladyboy shit. But, you know, I left him a comment. I said, nice try, but trolls hide behind profile pics. You're just mad because I had the balls to come over here and leave a comment that obviously pissed you off, so try and cry harder, right? And I said, Guru actually liked the comment. Now, I found out after that, and there go the evidence. You know, anybody that has a YouTube channel knows that you get emails about, you know, if anybody liked or hearted your comment. So, right here, let me make this big for you guys so you guys can see, right? Oh, I'm close this one out. Hold on. So right here, this is my other email address. That's me. This is my shit. This happened a couple days ago. Guru Amin, he loved to comment. That goes the same comment. Now, ever since then, that comment, he has unhearted it since, you know, so a lot of people think that he never did heart the comment. Now, he realized who I was. That's why he unhearted the comment. Okay? Now, without further ado, this is why I'm up in the corner right here. I watched the majority of this shit right here, right? Like, I literally watched the majority of this shit. And I can't specify this shit enough. I wanted to vomit, okay, because it was a bunch of bullshit. All right, you can try all you want to cover for old funky ass Tony Hughes there, but Tony Hughes is playing victim. So we're gonna play a little bit of this. And then I'm gonna give you guys some of my feedback on what the fuck I think about it. And like I say, and if you think the comment is still not up here, we can interact right here. I can go on down to the comments right here. If you guys don't think that it's not up here, let me get on down to the comment section over here. Find it real quick. Let me see. Where's the goddamn comments? That's all right. We can go through and look at them later. But if you guys don't think my comments on here, all you gotta do is go watch this video. And you guys can see for yourself that the comments are there. Yeah. So anyway, we'll go back and look at them later. But without further ado, let's play some of this bullshit.
Everybody, this is Guru Amin coming to you with a great show today with Dr. Tony Hughes, my friend of 7 years. And today we're going to clear up some of these rumors that are out there about my friend.
Oh, God. Come on, man.
When I first met him, he flew me out to California, gave me the keys to the Benz, gave me the keys to the front door, treated me like I was family. And I can tell you, and everybody, I could tell everyone this, you know, all the videos you see on YouTube, that is really him. That's how he is. It's not an act. It's not a show. He's just giving everyone a taste of his real life for people that may not like it or they.
Now, guys, do Tony Hughes look like he's worried about any damn thing? I mean, look at him. Look at him. This man think he's Al Capone. He's getting a fucking massage. Now, I'm going to assume, okay, that is an actual woman. But we all know Tony Hughes like to dibble and dabble with some ladies. So it's not going to surprise me if that's a lady boy giving him a fucking massage.
They think it's a show or they think he's trying to like push something on you. He's not. He's just displaying his life for you guys to see. And I want to tell everyone this right now. Tony is not the kind of person that is confrontational. He backs away from confrontation. He wouldn't hurt a
Did you guys just hear what this man just said? Did you guys? So he believed that Tony Hughes wouldn't defend himself at all. Never. Did you guys just hear that bullshit? Now, RX Muscle ripped Guru ass apart. Okay? You guys, we went and watched that on my last live stream. He ripped his ass a new one. Okay? Anyone, and I mean anyone, will, under any particular circumstance, if it's life-threatening especially, will defend themselves. If someone's been backed into a corner, been bullied too much, been put in a situation where they ain't got no choice, they will become confrontational. That's just life. Even the most delicate female will defend her life if it meant that she has to do something that drastic. Y'all see those murder cases where a lovely, innocent-looking female probably would never hurt a fly. When the man was committing the act of the murder, she went out trying to defend and protect herself. Particular style rooms, the way the hands were and stuff like that, trying to defend and fight off her attacker. So if a weakened female who looks innocent wouldn't defend her life, what make you think someone is jacked up and as on much juice and shit as Tony is ingesting won't protect himself? Are you kidding me? See, you are biased because this is your friend. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at the end of the day, you can make statements like that trying to, I don't know, play down maybe Tony Hughes' involvement. I mean, he looked like he's very fucking happy. This look like a man that's hiding out, scared and losing his fucking mind. You know, those type of people have beards and gray hair and, you know, they ain't been sleeping. They're tired. They been on the run. This man's in a fucking masseuse parlor or a fucking hotel, look like with the AC in it up with the curtain closed, getting a fucking massage. Probably got a happy ending too. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Fly. In all honesty, he wouldn't hurt a fly. I mean, he's the kind of person that if you were like, you know, give me $10, he'd just give it to you. He wouldn't even argue about it. He'd just give it to you. So
you want us to believe that?
I want everybody to know right now that this man is not confrontational. Any accusations that you may hear about him, they're just false. They're just YouTube gossip, and it's just not true. This guy is the nicest guy. He really is one of the absolute nicest people I've ever met in my life. So, Tony, why don't you give everybody a little bit of background about you and I?
Oh, my God. Damn.
Oh, yeah. How we met was
look at
Coach
it. Look at
Trevor
it.
and I were making videos.
Look at it.
And
getting a fucking massage.
Messaged on something.
He's getting a fucking massage, guys. He's getting a fucking massage. Oh, yeah, you know, this is how we met. Yeah, he's getting a massage. He's feeling good. He's stressed out. He's stressed. He's on the run. Attackers are trying to attack him. He's hiding out. Now, I find it very hard to believe that a lot of people are after Tony Hughes. It might be a handful of them that might live in Thailand, that were probably fans of Leo longevity, and the way that Tony Hughes presented himself after Leo was found dead in his home, which he found him dead all of a sudden. All the conflicting information that we had originally heard wasn't true at all. Tony came out and admitted that he found him in the fucking house. It set this into motion with Tony. It set all this chain reaction shit into motion because Tony couldn't just shut up. He shouldn't have been in that room taking pictures to begin with. He should have stayed out of the fucking room. The moment he found him dead, he shouldn't even went in there. Contaminated the crime scene. He was putting up 3 or 4 different videos trying to portray this innocent fucking man, coming up with all these ideas that there's no way that Leo could have died, that nobody kill Leo, that he probably had an episode because he was back on a psycho and he was taking a lot of other, you know, drugs and all this stupid bullshit. But at the end of the day, if Tony would have stayed quiet, he probably wouldn't got all the attention that he got. He wanted the attention. So now he has the attention. And so now all of a sudden, he's stressed the fuck out. Why? Yeah, man. Hey, go ahead, dude. Go ahead, dude. Yeah, if you guys got any lag, let me know. I did try to turn down the delay in the stream to 1 second, but if it's lagging behind, please let me know in the chat. If it's lagging, if it's not current. Because I'm watching it on YouTube as well, and it's a little bit of delay, but it's not lagging. Oh, okay. So it's just okay. It's just your proximity to your internet. Okay, gotcha. Tracking. But anyway, because like I said, we ain't gonna beat this dead horse too long. With Tony Hughes today, we're gonna make this brief. You guys can go watch Guru's whole video. I'm just giving you my insight. We got a lot to discuss in the next hour and a half. So, all right, cool, Reborn. So, with all that being said, Tony got the attention he wanted. Then he went on a ladyboy excursion, acting like everything's fucking good and gravy. Now he's stressed out. He ain't been back home. He done left. He gonna say all this in here. He ain't been home. But you was willing to do an interview with your fucking friend while getting a fucking massage. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here.
And said some of those theories that Trevor's talking about in the videos sound really familiar. And your name was Amin on it. And so then I asked Coach Trevor, he must have said something else because I asked Coach Trevor, like, is this, who is this Amin guy that's messaging me like he knows your protocols? And he said, Amin? Guru Amin? The Guru Amin?
Oh, God, we ain't gonna ask how y'all met. Just get to the good shit.
Later or something when you finally got through because there was going to be no reception.
You know, I was going to say secret weapon, but it's not secret. It's like fasting, you know?
Get to the shit.
Their agenda, so we can start from there.
Okay. Yeah, anything that goes against the political agenda, you know, or what the Matrix wants people to think.
Talking about the fucking Matrix, there's this stupid shit.
Because there's not a lot of, brutally honest, content out there. And yet you have this other content that's total crap that is being forced on you, that's trying to manipulate the way you...
From the very beginning, where they were trying to, you know, talk about the truth behind all this. And, you know, now, as we've come almost full circle with some of the information, the studies have actually shown that people who got vaccinated were more susceptible to COVID than people.
No, I ain't talking about COVID.
Where he would say I was a liar and a thief and all these other things that no one else had ever said because it wasn't true. But that was his way of saying, I'll get even with you because he felt that I no longer liked him as a friend. And with Leo really likes you, if he becomes your friend, if he feels that you're not his friend anymore, he takes it very personally. He took it very personal.
Now, I'm going to say this again. Because Leo snapped on a lot of people, including John Bravo. He was trying to take John Bravo down. Fucking half the RX Muscle guys. Leo had an anger problem. That's well documented. It's well documented. He will blow up. But when you're not getting sleep and you're constantly up for 3 or 4 days on benders and you're taking a lot of hallucinates and all that fucking shit, that happens. You have an unstable fucking person. That shit happens, right? Now, with all that being said, the man still didn't deserve death. You know what I mean? He didn't deserve you're gonna die, but the way he went out. Now, yes, all the speculations out there. It's a lot of them. We've been doing them over here. It's a lot of them. Guru even thinks that somebody came in and murdered Leo because Leo probably owed somebody some money or snapped at the wrong gangster in Thailand, and the dude waited for Tony and them to leave the house and ambush the house. And I find all that hard to believe because I'm pretty sure it's Tony Hughes. There got to be security cameras around there somewhere. Somewhere. Now, if you are indeed innocent, why run? If you have security cameras around there and you know for a fact that nobody break in and kill Leo, why not present that? I'm pretty sure as big as Tony Hughes is and as much money as he has security cameras around that fucking house. Now, could he have to where the security cameras didn't record the murders? Yeah. A lot of people got the cameras up, but they don't record unless you trigger the alarm, right? Mine records 24/7. The moment you walk in front of my shit, it records. With or without the alarm. And I'm not even that fucking well off. I'm nowhere rolling in dough like Tony Hughes. But I got cameras all around my fucking house to protect my wife and my kids and myself. So I find it hard to believe, as big and as famous as Tony Hughes is, he didn't have cameras up and that the cameras wasn't recording. Some people have them for show, but someone as big as well known as Tony Hughes, come on, man. Come on, man. So all of that right there is more ammo to the fire. It's ammo to the fire. So I find it hard to believe that Tony don't know more than what the fuck he's saying.
And it was so personal to him that he could not stand the fact that that I had other friends that still liked me. So he tried to get every one of my friends to no longer like me. He called Roger, told him to stop talking to me. Lenny, Tony, called everyone to stop talking to me. And they're my real
He's
friends.
talking about how Leo turned on him on Guru.
Anyway, I never really told Tony, and I don't do this to say, don't talk to someone because they did this to me. I simply let them, everyone has the right to be treated by
no random black guy, and I gave you an apology already. My Sunday done changed. I already gave you a shout out. I said, I know you want me to do it at 4, but I forgot that it's Wrestlemania weekend. And then it rained the last couple of days, so I had to get to my yard today. Because if I don't, since I live in a community where you have to pay HOA dues throughout the year, they will fine your ass if your grass get too high. And usually it's like $100 fine. And I am not trying to spend no more money because it costs me a little bit to get my car done and all that shit. So this is the live stream for today. But you know what, though? I might just give you it's spring break this week for my kids. They're out of school. So I might just give y'all a special one in the middle of the week. I do have a lot of things to do this week. I try to take advantage of things for my kids, have some off time from school and stuff. So I'm going to try to get all the stuff that I need to do around the house done this week. That way I can give you guys some of my time, on the live stream. I'm working on a couple of programs for a couple of my subs. And I may be having a magazine interview coming up here in the next few months that I'm working on as well. So there's a lot going on in my world I'm just kind of keeping quiet about. But I'm going to try to give you guys a separate, totally different live stream this week that has nothing to do with Tony Hughes and nothing like that. We're going to kind of get back into some fun, just chill anime reaction videos and stuff. But it's so much still going on with Leo Longevity that a lot of people want me to chime in on it. And so that's why we're doing this. But then we're going to also talk about Wrestlemania and a couple of anime things today before I get off. So I apologize, man. But yeah, my weekend totally changed when Thursday got in. So sorry about that, bro.
Right? And I was hoping that maybe Tony and Leo would make great content together, and it seems that they did. Tony, in the beginning.
Now, what's all this shaking Tony's doing? Oh no, that's the massage. It's getting good to him. He's getting good. I wonder if he have somebody down there between his legs right now. He's doing all this shaking, all this rocking and shit.
Came out to Thailand. I know he was suffering from a severe alcoholism, and from my understanding, you actually saved him.
I like how Guru's trying to paint this picture that Leo was that fucking jacked up. Hey, what's up, Go Cats? I seen your live stream last night. I caught the last few seconds of it with you watching WrestleMania last night. I actually watched it in real time last night. Yeah, back to Guru. I like how Guru is trying to paint this narrative that Tony is a saint. I love it. I fucking love it.
From a demise of alcohol, is that correct?
Yeah.
So going to Tony Hughes, someone that's a party animal, was the best thing to help Leo get over his alcoholism. Nice.
What happened? I mean, he was at the lowest point of his life, and I was friends with both you guys. Obviously.
And Tony saved him. The man that's going around injecting lady boys on camera. Smoking more weed and shit than a little bit. You fucking kidding me, right? Oh, okay.
Longer friends with you and spent a lot of time with you. But, I was friends with Leo and I was friends with you. And, at the time,
I like how you just said that. I was friends with Leo and I was friends with you. See, I like how you said that. You guys caught that? Go back a little bit.
To me, Lenny, Tony, called everyone to stop talking to me. And they're my real friends. So, of course, they're not going to talk to me because they know that the things he was saying wasn't true. Anyway, I never really told Tony, and I don't do this to
Listen
say,
again.
Don't talk to someone because they did this to me. I simply let them, everyone has the right to be treated by a
Let me get back to it. Hold on. Listen, I want you guys to listen to what Tony just said.
And from my understanding, you actually saved him from...
Amen.
At the time, I knew that it might upset you a little bit, but I also...
All right, Randall. I'll be looking.
If I'm going to spend time with Leo...
All right, let me go back. I want you guys to hear what he just said. I was friends with Leo, and I was friends with you.
From my understanding, you actually saved him.
Here we go. Sorry about that, guys.
Alcohol. Is that correct?
Yeah. That's how it happened. I mean, he was at the lowest point of his life, and I was friends with both you guys.
I was friends with both you guys.
Longer friends with you and spent a lot more time with you, but I was friends with Leo and I was friends with you, and at the time, I knew that it might upset you a little bit, but I also...
Hold on, I just seen that Bunker Dunkers in the beginning to think Tony had nothing to do with it. Oh, you beginning. Parent just released a video saying that camera showed no entry. See, I was just talking about the cameras. I wonder if Tony Hugh has cameras around his house because ain't nobody brought that up. So it wasn't no entry to the home. He seemed to have an argument with a female the night before. I believe the case is gonna go cold too, because ain't nobody really talking about it like they need to talk about it. Now I'm gonna get on Parent Fitness here in a little bit as well, and there's a reason behind it. It's not so much to down him. It's just he has ulterior motives. I'm gonna talk about that in a second. But if that's the case, then that means something went on inside of the house. Something went on inside of the house. So does Tony have cameras also inside of the home or just on the outside? Right? That means that nobody broke in or footage ain't been tampered with. If nobody came in from the outside, that means someone did something to Leo on the inside of that fucking house. Period. That's why it took 3 days for someone to even try to notify the cops. Something happened on the inside of that fucking house. We know that. Somebody did something to that dude from inside that fucking house. That's a gimme. Okay? But 3 days go by, you can manipulate a lot of shit in 3 days. You could turn your cameras off before the murder, right? So that means they didn't catch nothing, okay? And then turn them back on like nothing ever happened, right? And then you can see the argument with the lady, but Leo could have already been dead. You guys see what I'm getting at with this? Or did nobody come in? The cameras went the whole 3 or 4 days, but somebody on the inside of that house did something. And that's why they took 3 days to want to notify someone. And if John Bravo is telling the truth, which is, I like John. I like his content. I like a lot of YouTube's content, by the way. And like I say, John can do some clickbaity stuff. Everybody does. So, but he has been the most neutral party when it comes to this type of content. So he even stated that the call girls called the media over there, the little old maids or whatever, they called the media there before they called the police and shit there. Why? Why would you do some shit like that? Now, John's going to have Tony on his channel here this week, if I recall. So I'm interested to see how Tony's going to respond to some of John's questioning. Now, a lot of people think that John's trying to cover for Tony. I don't think that. John is doing just what John does best. He's putting exposure on the shit. Okay? His platform's a lot bigger than mine. So he's putting exposure on the shit. Okay? So let's see what Tony does when he talks to John.
So made the promise to myself that if I'm going to spend time with Leo, I'm going to fix your relationship together. And I did make a lot of progress. Like, there's a lot of things with Leo I couldn't, like,
Tony.
I couldn't, like, comment him direct. Besides me not being
Tony.
Conflict, just because I just don't need to fight with anybody. Like, if someone wants to do what they want to do.
I don't need to fight with anybody,
do what you want to do. I'll either join you or I'll not. But I don't need to like try to control anything.
Oh! He just contradicted what Guru just said. Tony won't defend and he won't fight at all. Tony just sit up here and said he'll join you if need be. He'll get down with you. So he just contradicted what the fuck you just said. He just sat here and said that he will get confrontational if need be. He doesn't have to, but he's a man. So Tony wouldn't hurt a fly. If somebody push you far enough, you'll hurt a motherfucking fly. And I'm using fly as a oxymoron. You guys know what I mean, right? I'm using fly in as words, to describe a human being. So Tony just went against what Ali just said. Okay, he just basically said Tony won't hurt nobody, but Tony just went up there and said, "Yes, I get with you if need be." Come on, man. Now, I know I got that Stephen A. Smith hairline. You can watch IMAXs on top of my motherfucking forehead. I'm aging, I got that balding pattern shit going on. I'm almost 40 years old. But I still got pretty good hearing. Mainly my left ear. Tonight's in the right ear. I even have an earring aid down there from the combat zone. But that right there tells me a lot, too. A whole bunch.
That's why I don't conflict with anything, because I just like, okay, if you want to do that, then do that. I'll just leave,
Nah, don't contradict yourself. Yeah, so don't backtrack. Don't backtrack.
Now I forgot what I was saying. I'm having so many flashbacks of all this interesting stuff. It's been one heck of an interesting chapter.
I remember I was going to come to Thailand.
But I had him close.
Right.
To okay. First of all, at any moment, if you said what he wanted.
Once again, guys. This man is getting a massage, okay? This man is getting a massage, all right? He's supposed to be scared as shit and stressed the fuck out. But he's getting a massage by doing the interview. Can't make this shit up, man. Can't make this shit up, man. At this point, it's like comedy right now. And I'm gonna say it again. I'm not saying that Tony killed Leo. I'm saying that I think Tony know more than what the fuck he's saying. You can't rule it out, but I'm gonna keep saying that, because I don't like to point the fingers and say somebody did something without substantial evidence. Now, 3 days is enough time to cover up a lot of shit. But I don't think, like a lot of you guys think, that Tony killed Leo. I don't think that. He doesn't. He hasn't said the right thing yet to make me believe, okay, motherfucker, you did something. You did something. Even with all the stories, I believe he's covering for someone else. That's my opinion. But I don't think Tony did anything. But him on the run, and yeah, it's like they in a little hotel room. Like he done moved the camera. Him on the run and all that shit there. If he's stressed out, if he thought Leo died of natural causes, why are you running from the fucking house? This is what I'm saying. The more he comes on camera, the more he's trying to defend, the more he is digging a grave for himself. If Leo died, he flipped out and beat himself up and beat himself to death and died in that bathroom, why are you leaving the fucking house? What do you have to be afraid of? What? What do you have to be afraid of? I have had family members whose kids have died in their homes of natural causes, and they still live in that same home. He's a goddamn lie, Kepler. He's a damn lie. He's absolutely been talking about what supposedly happened to Leo, but his actions are showing other consequential evidence, if that makes sense. He said that Leo spazzed out and died. There's no way that somebody could have killed him, right? If that's the case, why are you leaving your house? Why are you? Well, I'm afraid somebody may come to my house and do something to me. All this shit. That's apparently what's going on, right? You have a gun, don't you? You have cameras out there, right? Defend your fucking self. Why are you running? Exactly. All the manic episodes, like I say, he keep changing his tune. That makes me believe he's hiding something. I'm not saying that Tony killed him himself. If everything is pointing to us using common sense, maybe Leo got confrontation with somebody in the house. Maybe one of those maids had brothers and shit. It could have been a whole bunch of other things. We can't just say that Tony had him killed or that Tony just did it. But the maids that was there apparently are no longer around. So who say that one of the maids didn't have a brother or something? That Leo probably disrespected him because guess what? Tony always said that he would talk bad to the maids and shit in the house. Who say he didn't say the wrong thing to one of those females in the fucking house or lady boys, right? And they had a brother that they knew was stole the fuck out, or part of a gang over there. Who say that they didn't let him in and that they did something to fucking, Leo? The way that Tony's acting is it make me want to believe he's covering up something. His mannerisms. Say it again, guys. Mannerisms. He's getting a fucking massage right now. He's getting a fucking massage. A man's supposed to be stressed out of his mind, on the run, is getting a fucking massage and trying to tell a fucking story. You can't make this shit up, man.
You say, then he would forgive you immediately.
Yes.
You just didn't want to say. I don't. Well, anyways, there was probably another way around it to fix it. Something similar, but not so extreme. And then I had it almost fixed because I was totally changing the way that that Leo thinks. Like Leo is such an aggressive person because he has.
You know what, Bunker Dunkers, you bring up a good point. I was gonna bring it up too. Bring up a good point. I believe Connor doesn't know what happened. I believe Connor got there before Leo was killed. That is true. Like I say, Leo's family has the right to keep his whole case private, right? It's just that the way Tony's acting, we're not even worried about Leo's family. That's besides the point. They have that right to keep everything quiet. And at this point, we know Leo was murdered. We don't even see autopsy to know that. We seen enough of those pictures to know he was fucking murdered. You guys see the back of his fucking head? So, we don't even see the autopsy. We know that the dude was murdered. We know he's buried in Boulder, Colorado. We know a lot of shit now. So, Leo's family can keep it under wraps. We know there's reward out for answers to Leo's murder because he was murdered. They had a second autopsy did in the States. The States autopsy probably came back murdered, unlike the Thai autopsy, which probably said that he wasn't murdered, but we can't rule it the fuck out. So, I respect that, but that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Who say that Leo didn't piss off that girl to the point or put his hands on her that girl went and told a family member? You see what I'm getting at now? And that family member came back to the house and got in. Or who said that Leo didn't piss off one of the maids there? Because Tony always said that Leo would disrespect the maids. He said in his very first live stream video that, of course, now you guys can't see because his channel been nuked. Which he's covering up shit. That's why the channel was fucking nuked. But who's to say that one of those females didn't have a family member? They worked in the house, so they had access to the house. Let that individual in, and that person did what they did. Right? As far as Connor goes, I don't think Connor's worried. I believe Connor know his hands is clean, but that's not saying Connor don't know nothing. It's just Connor's not. He's not the main target right now. It's Tony. It's going to be Tony Hughes. Why? Because Tony came on and started opening his fucking mouth talking about a lot of shit that he should have stayed quiet about in those first 3 or 4 live streams immediately following Leo's death. 1 for attention, 2 for views. He got greedy. He couldn't shut the fuck up. He should have never went in that room and took pictures of Leo's body. He should have never put those videos up. He should have waited, just like everybody else, and then came out and said, hey, you know, it's been a while, I've been grieving. Then Tony would look a little bit more believable. But his story's been changing and changing and changing and changing and changing. I agree. Look, I agree exactly what you're saying, Kepler. But like I say, this whole thing right now, it's not so much about Leo anymore. Because Leo's gone. It's been over now going on 3 months. He's gone. Okay? We know the man was murdered. He's gone. This is about one man, Tony Hughes. The man on my screen. Right there. It's about him. Okay? So, with all that being said, the more Tony talks, in my opinion, the more the family's gonna have an issue. Because I believe the family knows that Tony knows something. Hence the reward is out. That's all that I'm saying.
Very strong beliefs about something when he gets it.
Yes.
When he decides on something, it's like, it's not even, stubborn's not the right word for it. He's like a warrior. It's genetic.
Very much so, yes.
Like his ancestors must have been actual battlefield warriors fighting to the death every day, and his epigenetics reflect that. He's a fighter.
Yes.
And, but he's also like the type of fighter that would go into a battle and fight for freedom to the death.
He would defend his friends to the fullest, and that was one thing I could say about him, that as much as he would be angry, but if he liked you and you're his friend, he would fight anyone for you. So that's, again, like I said,
God, he getting that damn massage. Yeah, and that's why a lot of people after him, because of the 100K. But I don't believe it's a lot. I think it's just a handful of people that know where Tony lives. Hey, Sham, yeah, something's going to come out. Like I said, I'm going to watch this for a couple more minutes, and then we're going to talk about Wrestlemania and some other shit. Because I got to give my honest opinion about night 1 last night. But other than that, that's why he's having stalkers. Now, I don't think anyone's going to kill him. Because, once again, we can't sit up and say that Tony actually did anything. It's just his mannerisms, guys. His mannerisms. He's getting the fucking massage. I want you guys to just put yourself... If you was a scared man on the run, you wouldn't make no appearances on camera. You'll go silent. You're trying to hide out. Get out of the fucking country. Yeah. Exactly, bunker dunkers. But if I'm actually hiding, it's radio silence. You won't know where I'm at. I'm not going to tell my friends or family where I'm at, which is why I'm getting on Parent Fitness in a second. I wouldn't do none of that shit. Radio silence. You ain't going to know shit. I don't give a fuck who. I'm hiding. I don't want nobody to know what the fuck going on. My life's in danger. I'm not coming on camera talking to a buddy getting a fucking massage by most likely a lady boy in a hotel room in Thailand. Clean shaven and took a shower with a haircut. Come on, guys. You watch the same shit I'm watching, right? Come on, man. Come on, man.
Leo was my friend, and I did like him a lot. He misunderstood things when I didn't want to do the video with him. He thought I betrayed his friendship and turned...
If Leo was actually your friend, Guru, then you wouldn't went on RX Muscle with the theories you came up with and then trying to paint Tony as an innocent man that doesn't know anything or that won't put his hands on nobody. You're full of shit, too. Just letting you know that.
His friendship down when that wasn't the case. But once it had happened, he made up his mind, and that was it. Forget bad things about him. If he doesn't apologize or say that my narrative is true, then I never want to speak to him, and I'm going to say negative things about him. And unfortunately, that's just the way he is.
Exactly, reconnect to help.
Like I said, he's also, when he was your friend, he was a very, very good friend.
Yeah. So I had that almost fixed. I had the way he changed, thought about it, changed, and all that. He got a little bit aggressive there at the end again. Well, okay, he's always.
Oh, don't backtrack. See. Now, look at this man. I paused. Look at this man's face. TV on, blaring. He got a little aggressive there at the end. And then he turned, well. If you made progress with this man, then he should have been getting back aggressive with you at the end. What spurred on the aggression? He probably is. What spurred on the aggression? What spurred it on? Come on, Tony. See, the more you talk, the more you just shut the fuck up, Tony. Guys, say it with me now. How many times have I said this? Shut the fuck up, Tony. Just shut the fuck up. Oh, I hear you, Charles. Shut the fuck up, Tony. Shut the fuck up. I've been saying it since day one, guys. You guys know. Ever since I started reporting on this shit, I've been telling Tony. Shut the fuck up, Tony. Don't say nothing. Shut the fuck up. Too many times. Now, look at his face. Look like he just took a big shit. Look at his face. Because he know he gonna say something he don't need to be saying. So now he's gonna try to correct himself. Shut the fuck up, Tony. Shut the fuck up.
Side and a loving side.
Thank you, Jamie.
It's kind of tamed at times, but then when something happens, it's like throwing gas on a fire. It just explodes, right?
Yeah. So when he started publishing content again, he got a little bit more aggressive again, and I have to think about why. But he put pressure on himself. I think he needed to put pressure on himself.
Oh, he put too much pressure on himself, huh? But that was Leo, right? Exactly. And I agree with both of you guys. That was Leo. You said it many, many times. When he made content, he was like that. When he put his mind on something, that's how he was. So that's his normal behavior pattern. So now apparently he got more aggressive than normal at the end because that's his normal behavior. Based on everything you've been saying about him, that was his behavior pattern. Once again, now it makes more sense why you nuked your channel. Too much evidence to go against what you are saying now. Get the fuck, come on, man. Come on, man.
But he put pressure on himself, and he couldn't really handle the pressure he puts on himself.
Right.
He expects too much of himself.
Okay, Kepler, I get what you're saying, right? But listen, I get what you're saying. Okay? And I appreciate you clarifying stuff, but listen. Tony, when he has channel up, the first 4 or 5 videos about Leo, he kept bringing up Leo's normal behavior patterns. He would get aggressive. He'd go on 3-day sleeping benders and get aggressive. He'd wake him up and this, that, and third. That was Leo's normal behavior pattern, right? Tony just said, well, towards the end, he got aggressive again. It's like he got more aggressive. Okay, well, that's his normal behavior pattern. Did he get more aggressive than normal? Okay, then if so, what spurred it on? Tony stated that he was back on a cycle right before he died. That could have stirred up some more of the aggression. The testosterone increase and all that can bring about the aggression, especially if you're not sleeping, you're not eating right, overtraining syndrome. All that can lead to more irritability and aggression. You guys know that. For us that train, like for me, I had to pull back a day or two of training because I would get aggressive, anger, I'd be mad, irritated, like a sleep overtraining syndrome, right? So who say that Leo didn't do that? But still, What spurred on so much aggression, so much so that this man ended up dead in your house a couple days later? Towards the end, like you were saying, towards the end, he got more aggressive. Come on, man.
It's like, you could, I mean, because if you want to be a champion, you know, you sacrifice everything else for that one goal, and that's how he was. So he
just like you're sacrificing some money to get a massage in a hotel room because you're on the run, because you're scared, because you know you want to be a champion and inject people with drugs. A champion mindset is it's sacrificing. You have to sacrifice a lot of time. You got to devote yourself to the craft. You have to manage your time in that particular craft. I was just talking about time yesterday with some friends and family. Time tells no lies. Where my Bleach fans at? Time tells no lies. Time reveals a lot of things too, and time waits on no one. How you manage your time dictates a lot of shit. The way Leo managed his time based on all the evidence was he would be on 3-day benders, trying to get shit done. He would sleep for a couple days and then go on 3-day benders again and back and forth. But he was devoted to whatever he was doing. That was his time. That's the way that he used his time. Now, whether or not that time was productive is another question. But however, Tony, just like you're using your time now to get that massage, even though this is an old video, a couple days old now, hey man, that's what you're doing in your time, man. Jet and Lady Boys. Hey, what's up, boys? Again? Come on, man.
He wanted to be the best YouTuber, so he put instead of just starting, so he put so much pressure.
Listen, guys, don't take this the wrong way to all my Leo fans out there and stuff. Leo wasn't going to never achieve the fame that a Logan Paul might achieve or a PewDiePie, because Leo's info was only to a small percent of YouTubers out there. He mainly talked about dicks and shit. He wasn't going to be like this big YouTuber with over a million subs or 2 million subs. That wasn't going to ever happen. Okay? Based on his content, that wasn't going to happen. Okay? He might have got around 100,000. Well, he had to get, I think he did get 100. He probably would have got close to 2, 3, maybe 400,000 at the pinnacle. Right? But there was going to be no way that he was going to be a Greg Doucette. Even though I'm one of Greg's biggest mosquitoes, he wasn't going to be a Greg Doucette or a Jeff Nipper or a Jeff Cavalier or you know, even a Nick Strength and Power. He wasn't going to be one of those guys. You know, PewDiePie, Logan Paul, KSI. That wasn't going to happen because of his content, who his content targeted. Yeah. Well, yeah. More places, more dates. It's well over 1 million subs, right? I still don't think that Leo would have even got to that type. Well, maybe, right? But there was no way. The way Tony said he wanted to be the best YouTuber out there, it wasn't gonna happen. His content was gonna be to a small percent of people on YouTube, and 1 million subs is a small percent of YouTube. But you know, when you got 28 million subs, 40 million subs, a PewDiePie type sub count, that's the majority of YouTube. You know what I mean? So that's all that I'm saying. Not saying that he wasn't gonna make money on YouTube, that he wasn't gonna have an outreach, because he did. But come on. Now that's Tony trying to inflate some shit, trying to paint this narrative, right? You guys gotta read between the lines. I'm telling you.
Pressure on him that he kind of went back to his more aggressive type approach, and
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I could have seen Leo. That's why I had to correct myself. I knew he had over 100,000 subs. I could see Leo getting to 300, 400, 500,000. Maybe at his pinnacle, 8 million subs. If he would have been around maybe another 5 or 6 years from now, he would have probably hit 1 million, right? But that's still a very small percentage of YouTubers, right? Tony Hughes just painted the picture that Leo had a lot of pressure on him because he wanted to be the best YouTuber out there. Well, just like you said about champions mentality, unless he was gonna knock PewDiePie off his throne, he wasn't gonna be the best YouTuber. He was gonna be a normal YouTuber. And that's the thing about YouTube. And that's the thing about social media in general. People get so lost in trying to become YouTube famous that they forget the principle of just how to live a normal, healthy life. Oh, I've been saying that man ain't scared. He's getting a massage because he know that he's just a sheep in wolves coat. Right? Just put it that fucking way. Tony probably makes, well, when he had a YouTube channel, Tony probably was making, I say, probably somewhere between $3,000 and $6,000 a month, give or take, on YouTube, which is pretty respectable income. It's respectable, right? I'll make a dime. I'll make shit on YouTube because I'm not monetized. But, you know, you have to get off of YouTube and just know how to live. Social media messed up a lot of people. When they made it to where you can make money on social media, it fucked up a lot of shit. If you guys watched Wrestlemaina last night, you would have noticed something last night. There are more women performers, referees anyway, even in football, and more power to women, right? But do you know why that is? A lot of men don't want jobs no more. They want to do social media. When a man forgets how to be a man and they just want to sit in front of a camera all motherfucking day, that's a sad, sad man. That's a very sad man. I believe if Leo would have got off of social media and actually focused on a job and put his mind in something that wasn't going to be so stressful, he'll still be here. Look at Vegan Games twerking for an hour. Yeah, he made $600 from the same normal troll that pays him. Paid him look stupid. But when you can make money like that, you don't want to work. And so you forget how to live. It's depressing. It's depressing. It really is. Social media is why people are getting obese. People are unhealthy. Mental health is suffering because you spend all day long on the internet. Because you can access so much shit on the internet nowadays. You can learn about any type of drug on the internet. And that's all information you can use to make content with. But when you forget to say, hey, I'm a human being, I need to sleep to survive. I need to eat for subsistence. I need to stay active for health purposes. I need to do certain things to where I can be around till I'm about 80, 90, maybe 100 years old. Then you're not living life. And that was Leo's fatal flaw, if you want to know my opinion. And not just him. A lot of YouTubers. A lot of YouTubers went that way. A lot of them got just unhealthy lifestyle. Now, do I believe that led to Leo's murder? It led, but it wasn't the cause of his murder. A lot of anger and aggression because you wanted to put all your time on a camera played the part to his personality. It amplified the anger because he was trying to get a message out there. Right? Up 3 or 4 days trying to put shit together. All Leo should have did was turn that camera off and give him some love. Give him some time to himself. Get away from Tony and everybody. Give him some time. Tony could have helped with that, but he didn't. Friend much? Bullshit. Exactly. When I get off this fucking live stream in about 45 more minutes, you guys know what I'm going to fucking go do? I got a yard outside that need to be cut. I got some kids that need my attention. I got a wife that need my attention. I got a client in the chat that I got to do a program for this week. Okay? I got things that I have to do. Right? That's why you guys don't see me on social media every motherfucking day. I live outside this fucking box. I have to train. I have to cook. There are things you have to do. And yes, the people he surrounded himself with was toxic as well. That's why I'm saying Tony was supposed to help him with alcoholism and shit, but Tony is a big pusher of drugs and shit. How you gonna help this man when your mind ain't wrapped too fucking tight? Come on, man. People read between the lines, people. Come on, man. Come on. Couple more minutes of this shit, then we're going to start transition.
Time, I did understand that that's what it was. And I thought, okay, he'll be more aggressive and then he'll we'll talk about it and I'll come back to it and explain to him again that we don't need to be like combative with other people, you know, like we don't need to start any more fights.
It was a way of making views, because I remember in the very beginning when he was on my channel, you said some things about Fuad Abiad that I didn't know Fuad, but I just didn't like the whole.
Oh yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like I say, Tony, he already had money, right? That's why Tony don't really care about YouTube as a whole. That's why he does all the dumb shit he does, right? Now, you guys can go watch the rest of this. I don't, because like I say, Tony gonna go around and just pretty much say he's got people following him and around him and shit. Now, here's what I want to get at, right? Let me close this out real quick. And like I say, you guys can go look at the comments. I got a comment on here because for some reason it's not showing up in the bottom, so to go do the comments. I wanna jump here real quick. Let me jump here real quick. I want to jump here. Uh-oh, why I put filters up here? There we go. I want to jump here. Now, there's a reason why I'm coming out of Parent Fitness real quick. A lot of Parent Fitness shit is all about Leo and Tony Hughes and all this shit, right? His whole channel is pretty much, for the most part, about Leo. This video right here, Tony Hughes' uncle, Brandon Hughes, full podcast. That one right there, guys. The one where he's talking. Let me see something here real quick. There we go. That one right here. Right? This video here. Okay. I have to say, what was the purpose of getting Tony Hughes' uncle on the podcast? And I agree, Reconnect to Help. Exactly, Jamie. Now, Parent Fitness, don't take this the wrong way. Don't take it the wrong way. Okay? Going to get information about Tony from, we don't know if he's a legit family member or not. I mean, you know. But going to get information from the family that wasn't over in Thailand, that probably ain't talked to Tony in God knows how long, it make you like you have double standard agendas here. Because once again, we can't sit up and say that Tony actually did anything. It's just his actions tell us otherwise. His behavior is letting us know that he probably knows something more than what he's telling. But going to get one of the family members that probably know absolutely nothing about the situation, painted this picture that you have alternative motives. Like you're trying to make him guilty. Tony Hughes is doing that by himself. He's doing that by himself by just his actions. Now, a lot of people told me to watch it. I watched a little bit of the interview. It really wasn't nothing that told us anything that we already don't know about Tony Hughes. Tony Hughes' lifestyle on his channel showed us everything we need to know about Tony fucking Hughes. Okay? Everything. Learning about his upbringing shit don't mean a damn thing. It don't mean anything. So a lot of people came and hit me up like, hey man, did you watch that podcast? I watched a little bit of it because it really wasn't nothing eye-opening. Now, if people that came out and say he had evidence that Tony killed Leo, okay, you got something. But this is just, how can I put this? Trying to keep the attention on your channel when there's nothing new to report. Tony just went on Guru's fucking channel, which we just looked at, and pretty much didn't tell us anything that we already don't know. Okay? And see, now you're talking about the news report and all this stuff. Like, there's nothing, it's really nothing new. You know, this it's nothing. It's nothing really worth talking about. Now, like I said, I like your channel. Don't get it twisted. I like your channel. But at this point, it's like it's like you have a real hate boner for Tony Hughes now. Okay, I agree with you, Seeker of Truths, right? But if that's the case, why not go for Tony? Why not go get Tony? Right? Now, I understand why Tony probably wouldn't want to come on his channel. But I would try to get somebody that was right there in Thailand, right? Then just to talk to his uncle. His uncle ain't he gonna tell you anything that we don't fucking already know. Yeah, we've been on that. And that's why a lot of people say that Tony did something because of what happened to JD. That he jumped out the window or some shit. There's a lot of shit. But with all that being said, for my wrestling geeks, let me get out the browser now, temporarily, because we're going to talk about some wrestling. I'm gonna make myself big real quick. We can go and get off the browser right quick. For right now, anyway. And I'll go back to that in a second. Let me slide myself up here, because I look like a Possums Becker. Hold on, let me slide myself up just a little bit. There we go. Now, for all of you last night that watched WrestleMania Night 1, now a lot of you guys know I have a brother that wrestles, right? And he's not in the WWE. He's on the independent circuit out of Texas, all right? My baby brother, he's a wrestler. We were talking yesterday, and before WrestleMania came on, he said, bro, how do you think Night 1 is going to go down? Now, I'm a big Jim Cornette fan. I've been watching wrestling guys since the 90s. I used to go to Sportorium all the time when I lived in Texas. Okay, so I know the Von Erichs, Coco Beware, Abdul the Butcher. I seen Stone Cold when Stone Cold had hair. Matter of fact, I'm from Brenham, Texas, guys. He's from Edna, Texas. Not that far around Victoria. It's not that far from where I'm originally from. So I remember seeing Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Michael Hayes, and the Midnight Express, the Rock and Roll Express. I've seen all those guys come through Dallas, through Fritz Von Erichs or the Atkinsons from Denton, that domain up there, right? So I'm very versed in wrestling. I don't talk about that much on my channel, but I'm going to get to that. But I'm very versed in wrestling. Now, I used to go to WWE events all the time, okay, before they got kind of stale. Now, as of late, I really ain't been paying attention. Then the Royal Rumble came around. And I started paying attention again because Cody Rhodes came back in the Rumble, right? Last night went the way I thought it was going to go. And I'm going to give my honest opinion. John Cena kicked off the night with Austin Theory. Okay? Told my brother, but look, he's a wrestler, so I know all the lingo. We were talking last night. And I said, look, Austin Theory's a heel. John Cena's going to put him over in a heelish way. Because it makes no sense for a 5-year-old man to come back. John Cena, now I have a receiving hairline. I got that Stephen A. Smith style going on. He was on there last night on the post-game show, the pre-game show. So I got a receiving hairline. Now, you know, everybody start the ball a little bit. I got a little ball spot coming in back here. Also, yeah, Cena did just what John Cena was supposed to do. He's putting over the younger talent in the heelish way. Went for the AA. Referee got kicked by Austin Theory. John Cena turned around when he hit him with the STF, whatever. He was tapping. He got on up. Tried to get the referee's attention. Austin Theory hit him in the balls. Beat him. There gonna be some spoilers, guys, so you might not want to watch. He beat him. Austin Theory now is getting ready to go on a title run, most likely. But he's going to have to drop that belt eventually to somebody. Now, on Wars. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, he's old. He's fucking old. John, did you not see the flabby fucking tricep meat that was hanging off? He's old. He's old. Yeah, man, I'm not that Stephen A. Smith shit going on, man. I got that male parent baldness right here. It's going to get bad. I'm almost 40. It's going to get bad. But anyway, so Cena lost, the right thing to do, right? He's putting him over. Now, there's a little birdie that's been going around talking that Randy Orton is going to come eventually and come for that title that Theory has, the United States Championship or the Intercontinental United States Championship. He's going to come for that belt. He's coming for that fucking belt. So, I would love for Randy Orton to come back and beat him because that would put Austin Theory in a future title hunt, but it might be just too soon for that. Like, a couple more years, I'm pretty sure Austin Theory will hold the WWE Universal Heavyweight Championship belt. He's being painted as the next Triple H, if that makes sense. It ain't Seth Rollins, it's him. He's gonna be the next Triple H most likely. Then we had the Fatal Four Tag Team match last night between the Viking Raiders and Gable and all them people last night. And fucking, what's that group name? The Street Profits won that. Which the Street Profits, I give or take in the next year, will be tag team champions. More on that in a second. They'll be tag team champions. I like the way that match went last night. It went smooth. A lot of spots last night. And I like the way that it ended last night. Especially when Braun Strowman was coming around the other side of the ring and he got popped last night. That shit was fucking awesome as fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What, you think Montez Ford should take the belt from Austin? I don't know. But that means they got to break up Street Profits. Yeah. I can see Chad Gable going for that title. And then, after that match, right there, right, it got a little stale. It got a little stale, but that Rey Mysterio Dom match last night, I love the entrances, right? Especially Snoop Dogg driving Ray to the ring. And then, look, when Eddie died, guys, I was in Iraq. It was like the saddest day of my fucking life when Eddie died, right? I haven't heard Eddie Guerrero's music in an arena since the Hall of Fame when they was in Chicago in 2006. Some of you guys were probably little kids, okay? But to hear Viva La Raza last night, even if it was but no more than 1 minute, I was hyped than a motherfucker. I was hyped. And the way that match went, even though Dom kind of fell at some spots last night, the way that match went was beautiful. It would have been better if Dom would have sold a little bit better and, wasn't messing up on some of the spots, but it went great. I'm finna get to the Seth Logan Paul match. Yeah, matter of fact, that was the match before Dom. Yeah, I know. I was gonna get to it. I'm gonna come back around to it now. Logan Paul had a birthday yesterday. Logan Paul came in on a zip line. Okay? And then Seth freaking Rollins had this orchestra dude out there. Probably got the loudest pop. He probably had the loudest pop before the main event last night, right? With the oh. Now, the match was very interesting, right? It was very, very good. I have to give it. Hey, I appreciate it. I have to give it to Logan Paul. A lot of people don't like him. As a matter of fact, the Paul brothers, when I first discovered them like 5 years ago, no, they didn't stop. Matter of fact, just came to the ring like that a couple of years ago at WrestleMania. Came into the ring. No, that still goes on. Who was that came into the ring that was lured into the ring a couple of years ago? Ah, shit. It'll come to me. Some of you guys know. But yeah, that's Seth Rollins. Came out in pink and shit last night. But a lot of people don't like Logan Paul. I discovered the Paul brothers about 5 years ago on YouTube. When they was over in China or Vietnam somewhere, and that dead body they found hanging. So I've been watching the Paul brothers ever since. Now, I do think Logan Paul's a little cocky. Jake Paul, not so much. But to see KSI, and I had to, I say, didn't KSI and Logan Paul have like 2 fights? So To see, yeah, he was. To see those two try to get the upper hand on Seth Rollins last night was awesome. But Seth performed and made Logan look good. Even with some of Logan's weak points in that match, Seth was all over the place and it made Logan look really, really good. And I'm not saying Logan's a bad wrestler at all. He's still learning. He can fight, but when it comes to wrestling, for him to pick it up as fast as he done, he looked real good last night. So that match, it was up there, but it wasn't as good as that Don Ray match or a couple of the matches going forward. But it was definitely up there. It wasn't a snore fest. It wasn't a snore fest like that McAfee fucking goddamn Miz match. Okay. At first, I thought Stone Cold Steve Austin's finna come out there because there had been rumors that Stone Cold might be coming back for one more match. So I'm thinking, all right, they finna set this up as Stone Cold finna come out there, hit the stunner on fucking, the Miz, who ain't been relevant in like 3 years, and walk back up the fucking ramp, right? It's in L.A. Stone Cold also lives out in L.A. So I'm like, yeah, he's a complete performer. He really is. Seth freaking Rollins is awesome with in-ring abilities, right? But that Pat McAfee, and that fucking goddamn fucking Miz match was just god awful last night. I said McAfee. It's Pat McAfee. Then after that, okay, if my mind served me correctly, we had the women's tag team title match. It wasn't a title match. It was a 3-on-3 match. No, Stone Cold, Lashley's fighting almost tonight. I mean, not Lashley. Oh yeah, Lashley doesn't have a match. Hey, you might be right on that. You might be right. I hope so. I hope so. I'm looking forward to that. But hey, Vodka, he might have. We just don't know. But the 3-on-3 match, it was good to see Lita. And look, guys, when I was young, I told my wife last night. Now, I'll be 37 this year, guys. So I grew up doing the WCW, WWF Monday Night Wars. I grew up through all that shit, I'm telling you. Back in the day, the WWE had some fine ass, and I'm not racist, but they had some fine ass white women back in the day. No, Snow Bunnies ain't my type of females. I'm coming up. I done banged a couple of white girls. They ain't my females. I'm a chocolate type person. And that's why I married an Asian, black and Asian, right? But there was a few white motherfuckers in WWF during that time. One of them being Trish Stratus. I think every guy had a poster of Trish Stratus. I know I did. Used to beat off to her tits when I was young. It's just her, Tori Wilson. My. Lita was okay. She was all right. Yeah, we had the invasion, every fucking goddamn thing, right? But to see Trish Stratus, 47 years old, out there last night. Oh, did you see them big? Oh, I was hoping they would have popped out. To see those airbags. Puppies. How can you say puppy? Puppies. To see that last night. Like, oh, what a time to be in the fucking arena last night. And then Becky Lynch on that vegan diet over there. Somebody please tell Becky to eat some meat. Okay, eat some fucking meat, Becky. Eat some meat with Kyrie saying them last night. The match, it was okay. It wasn't the best match of the night, but it was okay. I have to give it to Trish and Lita both being 47 years old to still can get in the ring and take bumps like that at that age. Oh, it was rare. It was rare, but you had a few of them. We don't want to talk about Sable. Sorry, Brock, but you had some women like Trish. Trish is a 7-time, 8-time women's champion. She lost that match to Mickie James and put Mickie over at Wrestlemania 22 in Chicago, if I recall. She put her over because Trish was going to retire and gave Mickie James the title back then. Yeah, it was right above the mid. It was an okay match, but it wasn't the best of the night. And then after that match, let me get my mind right. Let's see what happened after that match. We had that match. Then we had Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley. Now look, at this point, Charlotte Flair is a meme to me. Okay, she's a meme to me. And you guys like, what do you think? I remember when Charlotte Flair hit the scene, and I watched her in Waco with PCB. You guys remember fucking what was that? Paige, Charlotte, and Becky. They were going on against Team Bad, Tamina, Sasha Banks, and Naomi. I remember going to Waco to a live event. It wasn't a live show, a dark event, right? And I remember Charlotte Flair. I'm like, that's gonna be probably the next biggest women's champion because they're gonna do the same thing with Ric Flair, right? Put the title on as many times as possible. Charlotte Flair last night went in as a 13-time women's champion. Okay. I think ever since WrestleMania 29, she's been losing titles at Mania. I think she retained at WrestleMania 34. I was in New Orleans for that one. I think she beat Asuka and kept her belt that night. But at this time, Charlotte Flair done lost more big matches at WrestleMania than any female competitor that I can think of. Rhea already had that match guaranteed to her from NXT when Charlotte came and took the belt from Rhea. Okay? Now, both of them was amazing last night. I love Rhea's outfit. And you Australians down there, you Aussies, oh, wow. That is a true bona fide Australian bred from the land down under last night. No, she ain't gonna break Ric Flair's record. No, she ain't that good. She ain't gonna break Ric Flair's record. Matter of fact, if you add up all of Ric Flair's titles, he's a 21-time world champion. But I think it's 5 titles they don't consider world championships. Yeah, she broke Asuka's undefeated streak and retained. That's right. Yes, the only person, but it was long overdue for Rhea. And I was happy to see Rhea dethrone the queen. Because at this point, I'm tired of Charlotte getting a belt. But I believe she's going to tie Nature Boy Ric Flair's record. There's one person in the WWE, believe it or not, that's going to beat Ric Flair's record. One person. And he still got some fight left. One person going to beat Ric Flair's record. It wasn't going to be John Cena. Before Triple H had his heart attack, Triple H was in line to do that. But there's still one member from Evolution that's still active in the WWE. Thank you, Jamie. Hey, Flair and Cowboy Bob Orton had a lot of matches back in the day. Who else to break the 16-time world championship and retire with a 17-time championship than Randy Orton? He's the legend killer. That's a title worth killing. That's a legendary title reign. So Randy Orton makes the most logical fucking sense. He's just 43? Orton is going to do it. Randy's going to do it. He's 43. He's a 13-time world champion, if I recall, 14-time. He's one of the two. Him and Triple H are a title behind each other. So Randy Orton should break that title. If Randy doesn't do it, then ain't nobody gonna ever break it. At least no time soon. But I can see Randy Orton. He makes the most logical sense. He's the legend killer. Kill the title. Yeah. Now, if Brock had about 10 more years in him, Brock would break the fucking title. But Brock don't have 10 years left. He doesn't. He fucking doesn't. Now, so after that match, let me get my bands right. Did I forget a match? I know the main event's coming up. Did I leave a match out? We went over John Cena, Austin Theory, the Fatal 4-Way. Went over fucking Seth and Logan. We had Dom and Ray, the Empire 2 match, the 3-on-3 women's tag team match, Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. We got the main event. Did I leave out any matches yet? Because there was a few of them last night. I don't think I left anything out. That's the main event. That's what I'm saying. That's the main event. I'm trying to think that I leave anything out. Because that's 8. That they make 8 matches. I think I went through all the first 7. I don't think I left anything out last night. I don't think I did. Did I? No. I don't think I did. So, let's get to the main event. Let's talk about the main event. And congrats once again to Rhea on her title. Yeah. That's what I said, yeah. I already talked about it. That's why I said I had got them kind of mixed up, but I already talked about the Miz and Pat McAfee. That match was a snore fest. Yeah, I already talked. Yeah. Y'all already talked about it. Yeah. Yeah, I talked about it when I was talking about Seth and Logan before. I got them backwards. So, other than that then, I think I covered all 7. The main event, which got the loudest pop of night 1. Okay. They had what? 80,000 fans, which I find that hard. I find that hard to believe. 80,000 fans in SoFi. I always was under the assumption that SoFi Stadium was bigger than AT&T Stadium. Oh, yeah, me neither. That was awesome. Now, yeah, salute, yeah. Now, Usos last night came in almost approaching 2 years as champions. They had the title for over 600 fucking days, okay? 600 fucking long ass days, all right? We seen the reunion of best friends, Sammy and Kevin. They grew up together, best friends, all right? We seen 2 brothers reunite last night. Usos came out first. You know, they won ish. You know, they came out. No, Jamie, they shouldn't. And I'm going to tell you why in a second. Oh, yeah. Oh, your Wrestlemania 1, that was the best one. Fucking goddamn Mr. T and shit. But they got in the ring last night, and then Kevin Owens came out to his music, got pop, and then all of a sudden, and the arena went ape shit. To steal a line from Jim Cornette, the babies went flying in the air last night. Their careers came full circle last night. And that match was awesome. And the way that it ended, Jay, Sammy, the man that Sammy was trying to get to side with him to bring the bloodline down, he gave him 3 Halua kids. 3. And put him away. And for the first time in their careers, no, I don't think Kevin is jealous. You seen the tears in Kevin Owens' eyes last night? Did you see the tears in his eyes last night? He won his first major title. You know, he's a Universal Champion, by the way. He lost to Goldberg. But he won the WWE Undisputed Tag Team Championship last night. That's his first time winning a title at WrestleMania. And he done it with Sami Zayn. His brother. They're basically brothers. And they won at Mania last night. Arguably, probably, as of right now, the best match so far in WrestleMania. I don't know how many kicks they gave Sami Zayn to the face last night, them Usos. All the false finishes last night. They was hitting every move last night, and that damn Sami Zayn wouldn't die. They hit him with they 3D ripoff. They hit him with fucking swanton bombs. I mean, they were all over the place. They made each other look good with the positions and the falls and the bumps. So and Kevin Owens also became a Grand Slam champion last night. That match was awesome. I had to stand up last night and applaud. And that's rare for me to stand up, get out of my bed last night, and it's 12 o'clock in the East Coast, applaud. Oh, it was a lot of super kicks. They was kicking the shit out of Sami Zayn. But all in all, night one, I would give it a 8 out of 10 stars. Now, night two is tonight. And the reason why the Usos lost that belt is because tonight, the son of a man whose daddy was a plumber, hard times, baby, hard times, Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, is going to do something that the McMahons didn't want the Rhodes family to do during Dusty's time. And that's be a WWE now undisputed world heavyweight champion. Okay? Let me break this down to you. I remember when Cody Rhodes first came into the business with a group called Legacy. It consisted of Cody Rhodes, who is Dusty Rhodes' son, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, son, Ted DiBiase Jr., and Cowboy Bob Orton, son, Randy Orton. Cowboy Bob Orton and Ted DiBiase and Dusty Rhodes, they all had a career. They all used to tangle. So it made sense. Then Legacy disbanded. Randy Orton went on to win numerous championships. Even Ted DiBiase Jr. won a belt or two. Cody Rhodes didn't do too good. He became Stardust. His brother, Dustin Runnels or Rhodes, was still going around as Goldust. One of the best IC champions of all time. I gotta give Goldust that. He was one of the best IC champions of all time. But Dustin and Cody rarely had big matches to where they were fighting for world championship gold. Okay, excuse my nose, guys. My nose hair is growing back and I got my allergies. Okay, so sorry, my nose itching. Cody got fed up with being treated like a joke in the WWE. He left. Took Brandy and left. And Dustin was soon to follow. Cody went on and got with Tony Khan, and along came AEW. And we seen Bryan Danielson, a.k.a. Daniel Bryan. We done seen John Moxley, Dean Ambrose. We see them all leave and go to AEW. Even CM Punk. Punk came at the end of 2021 to AEW. And we all remember what happened last year at WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes came and fought Seth Rollins in probably the best match in all of WrestleMania of that two-night event. Even Stone Cold and Kevin Owens match didn't come close to Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Okay, I'm gonna get to that in a second. I'm just giving you guys a backstory about Cody Rhodes and why this is very important. Cody Rhodes left AEW because he wanted, and I quote, CM Punk money. He came back to the WWE. They embraced him with open arms. Why? Because Cody Rhodes gave the WWE fans something to boo against with AEW. They was trying to recreate the Monday Night Wars, and AEW failed miserably. So Cody Rhodes is taking them down from the inside by coming. One of the biggest faces is coming back home to the WWE. Dusty Rhodes was the NWA champion. He left and went to the WWF. Back in the day when it was the WWWF, Worldwide Wrestling Federation. He came and met a man called Nature Boy, Ric Flair. They had a match. Dusty lost. And ever since then, Dusty Rhodes never won a world championship inside the WWF, now E. You come full circle. Cody Rhodes left the competition and came home, baby. My son came home, baby. Came home. He got its, baby. He got its. Okay? You can't. Dusty Rhodes has some of the awesomest promos ever. He's it. Roman Reigns, his family, the Wild Samoans, and all those guys, at some point in their careers, tangled with Dusty Rhodes. Roman been champion for over 2.5 going on 3 years. If he was to make it to Survivor Series. But he's not. The Usos dropping the titles last night confirms this. Cody Rhodes is finna do something that the Rhodes family, or the Ronalds, they real name Ronalds, but the Rhodes family has been denied for over 30, 40 plus years. And that's be a certified world champion in the eyes of the WWE. Not WCW, not TNA, not the NWA, not AEW. When you get a world title in the WWE and WWE recognize you as a world champion, baby, you famous. You are known. Cody Rhodes fits that prestige. Being belittled as Stardust, then being ostracized at AEW, this man done been beat up. He is going through hard times, baby. Hard times. Okay? He's living his daddy's dream as the American Nightmare. So tonight, Cody Rhodes gonna beat Roman Reigns. If Roman Reigns retain those belts tonight, you guarantee you will see a riot inside of SoFi Stadium. Those fans are going to riot it. Okay? It's time for Roman to drop the belts. And with Cody Rhodes winning tonight, that's a big fuck you to AEW. Because a lot of those fans from AEW is going to tune in tonight to watch that match with Cody Rhodes. And the moment Cody wins that match, a lot of AEW fans is gonna abandon ship and start watching WWE again. Because Tony Khan can't get his show in order. Because you got Fat Cole, Jericho, and everybody else who are trying to call the shots. That's why CM Punk left. That's why Daniel Bryan ain't been used right. And then you got John Moxley bitching on his wife's podcast. Now, as far as the rest of the night goes tonight, Finn Balor Edge should be a very, very interesting match. You got the Demon King Finn Balor going against a man who brought about evil when he was part of the Brood with Gangrene. Y'all guys remember that Gangrene? Remember that? Edge is all about that dark shit. Edge is going to beat Finn Balor's ass too, because Finn Balor's the reason why the Judgment Day got rid of Edge, even though creative differences. But Edge should do good tonight. Bianca Belair and Asuka. I think Bianca's going to retain. I don't see why she would drop it to Asuka. Unless Bianca's going to get a big payoff. I think Bianca's going to retain her title. Brock Lesnar is most certainly going to run through Almost. That's not even a fucking match to get hyped about. Bobby Lashley. Now, if Stone Cold is the opponent for Bobby Lashley, then Stone Cold should do the job. But I don't see why Stone Cold would want to fight Bobby Lashley. I don't see. Daniel Bryan's never come back to the WWE. He's not. They ain't gonna pay him enough. They're not gonna pay him enough for that. What else? What else going on night 2, guys? Let me see. We got Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. We got Bianca Belair, Asuka. We got Edge, Finn Balor. We got almost Brock Lesnar. Who else I'm forgetting on night 2? Cause I know it's like 5 or 6 more matches. What else I'm forgetting on night 2? There's no returns that I'm aware of. There's no returns. Oh yeah. Gunther, the triple threat for the IC title. Gunther should win. He should beat Sheamus and goddamn Sheamus and fucking what's his goddamn name, man? Drew McIntyre. Yeah, Drew McIntyre. Oh, my day's going good. I appreciate it. Yeah, Bobby Lashley should be going on with Bray Wyatt, right? That's why I thought Bobby should be fighting Bray Wyatt, because I remember Brock Lesnar got disqualified in that match. And he hit the nuts. Yes, Ronda Rousey. I knew it was a match. Ronda and Shayna Baszler going against that. Look here, man. Ronda Rousey and them gonna win that match. Ronda Rousey and them is gonna win that fucking match. That's not even a match even worth getting. That's gonna be a match where UFC is going to just dominate. Sheamus ain't gonna beat Gunther because Gunther right now is hot. He's hot. But yes, if Sheamus does win, Sheamus will he will have every title in this era. Yeah, he would have won every title. I remember when Sheamus first came. Who did Sheamus beat to win his first world title? Was it John Cena or Triple H? He came in and won and became a world champion. Oh, man, yeah, I appreciate you. But you know what, though? Before I get up here, we got to talk about a couple of anime things. I'm going to wrap this stream up. The WWE, around this time of the year, the WWE always steps up when it comes to content. They stepped up. But Bray Wyatt, this is why his brother Bo Dallas got released. Back in the day, for you youngins out there, back in the day when you had Donk the Clown and all that shit, WWF at that time was a different, wrestling promotion. Now, you fast forward 30 years later, and you got Bray Wyatt with this supernatural shit. And then he done took Alexa Bliss, which was a really up-and-coming superstar. I used to like to watch her wrestle a lot. You took her and dumbed her down like Harley Quinn. Okay? What is this shit? Now, I ain't gonna lie. I love The Fiend. I love that gimmick. But what all this supernatural shit? Yeah, it is. Now, you know who I would love to see have a match with Bray Wyatt before he got too old? The Boogeyman. Booker T's legit cousin. The Boogeyman. If the Boogeyman was still wrestling and not too old and got into a ring with Bray, that match would make sense. That match would make perfect fucking sense. You got a man that's eating fucking worms, right? Legit live night crawlers. From us Texans, we know what night crawlers are used for. Fishing. More particularly, catching big bass and perches, motherfuckers. No, but I was just talking about Perry Fitness here. I was just talking about it. But long story short, Bray Wyatt, that gimmick is stale now. It's very stale. It makes absolutely no sense. And I believe that Bray Wyatt don't get his shit together. He needs to be released again. He'll never be Mick Foley. That's another person. If Mick Foley wasn't too old, they would have had some damn good matches. Yeah, there's a big dispute going on, and like I say, so it's a lot of he say, she say shit. But at the end of the day, Leo died in Tony's fucking house, and Tony looked like a man that knows more than what the fuck he's saying. Now, let's wrap this up. I want to look at some anime stuff real quick. There's something that caught my eye. You guys give me a minute. Let me slide out the way. Let me slide my old receding Stephen A. Smith, hairline ass out the fucking way over here real goddamn quick. Ta-da. Let me get up here real goddamn quick. Slide out the way. Right there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, let me go to our favorite person, old Geekdom here real quick. Okay? I'm going to scroll down real quick. You see this video right here? Ultra Instinct Goku versus Jiren 5 years later. Okay. Let me tell you guys something. I heard John Wick 4 was good, but yeah. Battle of the Gods and Jiren. Okay? Y'all keep this shit in mind right here. Keep that in mind. Let's click on Kinky Steph. Now, you guys see this video right here? Where is it at? Where is it at? He must have took it down. There you go. Yeah, right there. Orange Piccolo, right? Okay? Orange Piccolo, right? You see that? See that shit right there? Okay? Now, here's why I'm bringing all this shit up. Okay? Let's go back to Geekdom real quick. I don't want to be on. I don't want to be on fucking goddamn Seth's fucking channel. Okay? Let's go back to Geekdom. Let's go back to Geekdom. Now, there's a reason why I brought that up. Listen, guys. Listen to me very goddamn careful. Jiren is has been. Okay? Listen to what I'm going to tell you guys. Listen very fucking careful. Okay? I'm going to leave myself in this corner because I want y'all to hear me on this. Jiren is has been. Okay? Jiren at this point can't even beat Broly now. Okay? This is true. Jiren can't even touch Goku if he wanted to at this point. Okay? But Orange Piccolo would get raped by Jiren. Okay? Guys, it was Cell. Okay? It wasn't even the perfect Cell. And for the last time, Beast Gohan can and will not surpass Goku at this point. Okay? Can we just stop with this shit? Alright? Can we just stop with this shit? Alright? Now, all I'm saying is this. This is all that I'm saying. What make you guys think that Jiren right now can hold a counter to Goku and that Orange Piccolo at this point can't even touch Jiren? What make you guys think that? Because a fake ass reincarnated Cell, right, who didn't know about Super Saiyan God Goku, they never got information about Goku, them going God mode and all that, was powering up inside of a chamber. And since Gohan, right, majestic form for some reason wasn't going to be enough to knock off fucking goddamn Cell, they had to give him a rendition of Super Saiyan 2 all over again with gray fucking hair, a color swap just like Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. Or you got, what make y'all guys think that Gohan can touch Goku? Why do y'all guys think that? I am so over it. Look, they're covering any argument now. Have you guys stopped to think if that Cell would have been perfect, what would have happened to Gohan? Are you guys kidding me? If they had to give Gohan that type of power to go against an imperfect Cell, what make you guys think that he was going to even beat perfect Cell? And this Cell wasn't even mentally functioning on all cylinders, motherfuckers. Yeah, I don't understand y'all, man. And what's this Battle of the Gods? it got to do with Dragon Ball now? It has nothing to do with Dragon Ball now. Come on, Geeky Leaky, get them. Get your shit together. Come on, man. You wonder why your views went from that to 14,000? Come on, man. Come on, man. And ain't nobody even really reading that manga. I've been going through looking at all the videos. Ain't nobody even reading the manga. Manga is just dead. Dead as a fucking doorknob. But that Orange Piccolo shit, Jiren will rape Orange Piccolo. Jiren will. It took gray hair UI Goku to whoop Jiren's ass. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying. Not Black, not Omen. Supposedly at that time mastered Ultra Instinct Goku. Gray hair. It took that fucking Ultra Instinct Goku to go toe-to-toe with Jiren. Can you imagine what Jiren would do to fucking Piccolo? Could you imagine what Goku would do to that retarded Cell had he went to Earth? Vegeta, Broly. It took Gogeta to beat Broly, by the way. Can you imagine what would have happened to Cell? That wouldn't even been a fucking fight, man. That's what you guys don't understand. It wouldn't have been a fight based on the facts. It took Gogeta, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, to beat fucking Broly, who is probably Gogeta on the same level as Beerus in power. It took full power Ultra Instinct Goku, right? And that probably wasn't his full power to beat Jiren. And you guys believe that Orange Piccolo is going to do... Get the fuck out of here, man. He couldn't even be a slow Cell, man. A slow Cell. All right? Come on, guys. Y'all got to get with this shit. How y'all power scaling this shit? How can get... And then I watched that live stream with Geek them. Look, man, hey, I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm going to show you guys this here. I'm not even trying to be funny. You see this right here? Wait a minute. I'm going to let it speed up. I think this the one right here. All right. There's like 4 guys on this live stream, all right? Or is it this one? Which one is it? Which one? This one. You see that guy right there? And let me do this here. Let me adjust something real quick. Let me bring this down. Okay. Do you guys see that guy in the upper left-hand corner of my stream right there? Get up and lose some fucking weight. When you can put a plate on your chest and eat like this here, fuck Dragon Ball. Get your ass up and go lose some weight. Get them need to gain some fucking weight. All right? Jesus fucking Christ, man. That's the folly of man now, guys. That is the folly of man. That's where we're going right now. No, come on, man. Come on. It ain't even that goddamn good, this goddamn point. All right? Bray Wyatt been pissed people off. Okay? Listen to me, guys. Let me get this off my screen. I'm gonna get off this live stream. Let me pull my face back over here. Let me get this crap off the screen. Let me pull my face over. Listen here, guys. Listen to me. Listen. Dragon Ball Super is garbage. Okay? It ain't that good right now. We are reliving the fucking superhero arc. How is it even remotely fucking good? That is not good. That is crap. That is fucking bullshit. Alright? Period. Bullshit. Jesus Christ, man. And then there was one more thing I want to show you guys real motherfucking quick. I just thought about that. Now, for all you that know Nick Trigilli, okay? Let me stroll myself down. Not this one. Get down here. You guys see this right here in the corner right there? I left something for Nick Trigilli. 2 words. Bob Chigarillo. Okay? There's a reason for that. Nick, next time you try to talk about some motherfucking body, right? Next time you try to call somebody out about bodybuilding because apparently you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, and I'm not even a bodybuilder, but I know basic shit. You know, next time you do, Nick, remember this here. Bob, you're a piece of shit, you're being misspelled. You actually spell your like that. You are. You're. You try to get on goddamn Bob about he don't upload his videos and he don't check about his videos. Next time you try to call somebody out, just remember, check your shit too, motherfucker. Check your shit. Bob Shigarillo roasted your fucking ass. He roasted your fucking ass. Bad too. Very fucking bad. If I were you, I would stay off of fucking YouTube for a while. I would stay off. Cause he roasted your ass very, 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 very fucking bad, my guy. Very bad. Oh, he ain't gonna leave because Seth is too fucking goddamn entrenched. But guys, that is it for me. I have to get to yard work now. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. But just to recap for those that got in late. Tony, the next time you do a actual sit down, don't have a masseuse give you a massage, man. You so stressed out. All right. That's one. Two, Cody Rhodes, you got this tonight. Get the title. I'm going to be watching Wrestlemania. And three, guys, Gohan ain't going to surpass Goku. And Piccolo can't fucking touch, all right, Jiren. And lastly, Nick Trigili, you can't roast nobody. You don't know how to spell and use proper words, motherfuckers. Now, guys, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I had a good time. And until next time, you guys stay safe. I am out. And thanks to the subs that's been subbing, I appreciate it. Let's get to 1,000. I'm trying to get to 1,000. We can get some money back to you guys on my live streams. But you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And I will see you guys sometime this week with another live stream and some content. I'm out, guys. Peace.